Welcome to Morrigan's Cottage. Morrigan's Cottage is a 200-year-old cottage set in Ireland's beautiful and wild west, sitting on just about 4 acres of land. The land is overgrown and the cottage has started to deteriorate after being left vacant for a number of years. But my name's Aisling, this is my dog Morrigan and my cat Vanya, and together we're going to bring this cottage and land back to its former glory. Follow us along through the surprises, the headaches and successes in bringing back the character to this lovely old home, and in turning the land into a biodiverse cottage garden and home rescue to animals in the future. And we're going to hope that just solves all the problems. Obviously, here's the toilet pipe there. They make harder days. Like, what on earth is that? Good morning and welcome back to Morrigan's Cottage. It's actually the afternoon, so I don't know why I said good morning. We are starting the day on a bit of a bad vibe, which seems to be the theme recently. Before I got here, I was like, positive vibes, like we're gonna get lots done, everything's great. The toilet appears to be broken. Now, I don't know what's wrong with it. It appears to be maybe leaking. Or maybe it's clogged, which I don't know how it would be clogged because it wasn't clogged when we left yesterday. But there's water higher than normal in the bowl, which is unusual because again, it was fine when we left yesterday. And there seems to be water underneath the pipe that carries like the water and toilet paper, like the waste to the septic tank. There's water under that. And then the bowl wasn't filling. I think that was just like a side problem, is that the bowl wasn't filling. So I've tried flushing it and the water is backing up. So I don't know what's happened. We're gonna go and get a plunger and see if that at least, I don't know if it's clogged, but we're gonna try, because that's all I know about toilets is you get a plunger, and we're gonna try the plunger. But then the follow-up problem is that the bowl's not filling, but the water's working, so that's good. But the bowl's not, or sorry, the like tank isn't filling, and something is leaking, whether it's the tank or it's the pipe underneath, I don't know. So, frustrated. Frustrated is the running theme on this project at the moment. Yeah, so we're gonna go get the plunger and we're gonna hope that that unclogs if it's clogged. Again, I don't know how it clogged itself overnight, or if something has backed up and there's a problem with the septic tank. Like, I really don't know. I'm not a plumber, I don't know. So we're gonna go get that and we're gonna hope that just solves all the problems. Okay, update. We went into town. The only place that was open was Super Value, so we got a plunger from there, and there was 2 sizes. There was a tiny little one and then there was a large one. Brought it back, the large one wasn't big enough, but it just about fit, and did a bit of plunging, and now I have to wait to see if I can get the cistern of the toilet to work. But when I was doing plunging, it seems like the water level went down a little bit. So I think maybe, I don't know if there was like a clog. I don't know what I'm not a plumber, so maybe it was clogged. I don't really know. So the toilet, I don't think I've ever shown the back of it, but the toilet, the way it works is it goes down, obviously, like the bowl goes in, and then I'll take a video of it now, but basically the way they've put it into the wall isn't great. And when we were getting the survey of the house done, he was like, the plumbing's not good on the toilet, but basically like there's a sharp turn in the pipe and then a sharp turn again. So it wouldn't surprise me if like blockages maybe happen, or like maybe the block was further down the line for the septic tank. I don't know. So I'll show you the way the toilet is set up now. But like, I'm not surprised it got blocked, and whenever I like use the toilet or look at the toilet, I'm always like, oh my god, one day this is gonna get clogged, because of how bad the pipe work is. But the problem is that potentially it's leaking, so that is more of a headache. But anyway, sure, look, I'm gonna show you what we have. I think I have solved the blockage problem. If there was a blockage, I don't know. And I think the back of the toilet is filling again. because I hear water moving. So we'll see. But like, what a nightmare. But I'll show you the back of the toilet just so you can understand what I mean, but like how bad the plumbing is. Here's the toilet. All that staining is just like from the water. So when you wipe it, it goes away. So here's the back of the toilet, and it does seem to be filling, albeit very slowly. And then here is how they've set the toilet up. So, sorry, it's disgusting. This was all cleaned, but this is just how it looks. So basically, obviously, here's the toilet pipe there. And you can see it does like this sharp turn here, and then it does another sharp turn here. And like, this is how it's plumbed into the wall. So this all has to be replaced. Someone has to come in and fix all of this. But you can see there's a little bit of water underneath. And I don't know where that's coming from. Is it coming from this pipe here that leads up into here, and that's why this isn't filling properly? Is it dripping out of the toilet? I don't know. So this is what we have. It's not great, but I think okay, it's flushing fine. So like the water wasn't super high up, but it was up to like here, which it never is. Sorry, this is probably really gross, but this is the honest reality of these old houses. So anyway, we just have to keep an eye on behind the toilet and see if it remains wet. Yeah, it wasn't really something I was expecting. So the mood is slightly less negative now than it was earlier, and like, I think ideally it would be great to just have all the videos like super positive, and I was gonna cut out the stuff from earlier where I'm like frustrated and like I'm just not happy, I'm about to cry. But I think it has to be an honest representation of how things are going, so that for myself, when I look back, I can see just how hard and upset I was over things that cropped up. And also for anyone who is potentially, like, not a lot of people follow me, but a lot of people follow me, you know, that kind of way, like more than I ever thought would follow along this journey are following. And some of them, some like people on here I've been talking to like in emails and stuff, and like they're hoping to do the same thing, to find an old house like this and fix it up. So I want to give an accurate portrayal of how things are going, even if maybe it's not always smiles and like, oh, this is great. And, you know, it's almost impossible to have a positive attitude all the time when there's things going on. And I think it's just the bounce back is important. So we're back in a good mood again. I feel like there might be some tears left in my eyes that I might need to cry for another minute. But for the most part, the bounce back is here. Like, yesterday, we started off a bit cranky because we're frustrated. And then by the end of the day, I was like, oh no, like things are going fine. It's okay. And then I came here really positive this morning. And then first thing I noticed the toilet was just off. It wasn't working properly. Hopefully now the panic is over, and it was a beautiful day and now it's kind of gloomy, but we're still going to go outside and continue with the grass and just keep on keeping on. tired, a little bit out of breath. That was a lot of work. Let me show you what we got done. So, sorry, it's very windy. All this up to here is cut, and it's decently short. And we've obviously cut quite a bit of this, but not. There's patches where I have to go back over it because the rushes or whatever they were are quite thick and deep. So this much to kind of around here has been trimmed with the blade and with the string, so it's pretty much short, except for the rushes, and I have to just go back over those with the blade. And then up here I have done it with the blade, but that doesn't get it like to the ground, so it's still long in places. You can see it goes down, it's still a bit long, but it's not as long as it was. There's the gate. We're not too far away. Sorry, it's very windy, but we're not too far away from the gate, which is something good. We're going to stop for a minute. Well, we have to charge the batteries. Whether we'll be back out or not, I don't know. This might be it for today. Looks like bad weather is coming in, so we might be back out, we might not be back out. So it is just coming up on 4 o'clock. I've obviously changed, and that means we're done for the evening or the day. I'm just going around locking everything up before we head out. Having something to eat definitely helped. I feel less cranky now. But yeah, it's been 2 hard weekends in a row here at the house, and I think that has just I don't know, it's been a hard 2 weeks. I got the curtains closed behind me because I was like, I don't want people looking in my house. The other front windows, both of them have like privacy stuff on them, whereas the bedroom window doesn't. And I just, not that anyone would be looking in my window, but I don't know, I felt weird about it. So I just closed the curtain, but maybe I'll open it back up again. I'm not sure. I've got like the cameras in the house, but I just felt weird about having someone be able to like look in the window. But anyway, we're packing up. All the bits we're bringing back up to Dublin are there. They're ready to go. Yeah, we've had enough today now. We've had enough this weekend. We got great work done with the grass, and the toilet it does seem to maybe be working again. So it was maybe just an outlier, and hopefully it doesn't happen again because I don't really know what was wrong with it. But it's been a hard 2 weeks at the house, and hopefully this coming week, like this week, will be into week 6 of the planning exemption. So I'm hoping it's going to get done this week, so that we can get the grant people out, and then start getting these problems solved, with heating and plumbing being the very highest. Like, I wasn't expecting to change the plumbing so quickly. The plan was get the heating in, get the electrics done, and then get the bathroom done. But I think what I'm going to do is, as soon as the grant is hopefully approved, get plumber and heater in, or maybe they're the same person. Like, maybe the person I'm going to get to do the heating can also do the plumbing. Get a full new toilet put in, and then get better plumbing out to the septic tank so that it's not going around. Like, maybe they'll have to do it so it goes around a harsh bend, but hopefully that's not the case. So get plumbing in, and I think that's going to be a really big job. So I'm nervous about the price tag connected to it. But if I can get the plumbers in to fix the toilet at the very least, and put a new toilet and new pipes in, and then get the heating people in and get the heating done, then that would be a good start on the house. Yeah, so we'll see. Then the electrics, I think, will be a little bit later in the year, because at the moment the electrics are okay. Like, they're not it's obviously, I think I'll get someone in to fix the shower and the immersion so that those two both work. But for the rewire, I don't think that's going to be this side of the year. I think maybe we'll save up and get that done next year. We'll see. We'll have to just wait and see. But I need to get the walls checked, but I just wasn't in the headspace to be tearing down walls and dealing with dust and everything in the kitchen, and it wasn't the weekend for it. So anyway, look, we're doing what we can. We're leaving on good vibes. The toilet is fixed. We got lots of grass cut. What is that noise? God, I think it's just the wind. Was indeed just the wind. It's suddenly gone very stormy. It's not raining yet, but the wind is something else at the moment. So I'm gonna let Morrigan out to pee, fill up the water bottle, double check all the windows and doors one more time, and then we're going. We're getting out of here before the weather gets really bad, because they're calling for thunderstorms. And if you know Morrigan, you know she does not like thunder. So we're gonna get going in the next few minutes. And apologies if this video and yesterday or the other day's video that we filmed yesterday are a bit more slightly negative, but like I said, I don't know how people who are doing this stay positive all the time. I certainly could not stay positive about everything all the time, and I think it's important to show the natural and real kind of progression of how things go here, because I don't want to be portraying that it's all roses and it's all sunflowers and it's all lovely when actually it's go and play. It's actually headaches and it's stress and it's tears at times. So we're going to show both on this channel, the happy and the sad, and hopefully that's okay with you guys, but this is a fair and accurate reflection on what a project like this feels like. It's a roller coaster. You're up, you're down. Yeah, but we're done for today. So thank you for watching. Thank you for following along, and thank you for all the kind comments, because they make harder days. Like, what on earth is that? Huh. The mysteries of the electrics. There's like an electric wire that goes down. So there's this electric wire that goes down the wall, but then there's no plugs behind here. So I wonder where that wiring goes. I'm sure we'll find out. Like I was saying, thank you for joining us, and we will see you in the next video. And thank you for all the nice comments, because they definitely make really hard days like today a little bit less hard than they normally are. I was reading all the comments on the video about finishing the wall. That's the video that goes up today, or yesterday when I was this weekend is, you're seeing it roughly 2 weeks from when I record it. So today or yesterday, the comments and everything are from the video about finishing the wall, and they were already positive and already nice, and it makes the harder days, the videos that we film today 2 weeks in the future, a lot easier. So I was just reading the comments while I was having lunch. So anyway, thank you for the kind comments, because they do make a huge difference in all of this. So bye-bye. So this is where the problem is, and this stone is loose. It didn't have anything underneath, so I put a stone underneath it. This stone is now falling, like it just moved, and these stones fell. So this stone here is currently being held up by nothing.